Speaking of congratulations, we also...
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, this game will be a big challenge. Facing one of the top teams in the league, they'll need to be at their best to win it. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie. Huge deals. But typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in mid-season. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, Ernie, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut and sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. From the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, we're set to bring you a Central Division battle between the Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game, and that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
You know what? We got to see what this offense is capable of. When they get into a rhythm, man, watch out.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, LeBron James gives Coach Tyronn Lue credit for his even keel. And James says that Lue is the same way no matter the point in the game. He's always saying, okay, let's move on to the next possession. Now, Lue says, I think it's just being poised and being positive. That's the best approach. It carries over to your team, and it gives them confidence. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead. Smitty, will be seeing a pair of teams tonight who both prefer to slow the tempo and play in the half court.
Yeah, these are the team they want to execute, grind it out. Every possession counts. Not a lot of people like watching this type of basketball, but there's a lot of strategy. Memphis Grizzlies is one of those teams. They're going to grind it out and make sure you play at their tempo.
They minimize mistakes, and boy, you got to keep your focus, don't you?
Yes, you do.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Valentine. And it's Holiday in at the 2.
The vision of love, the willingness to make the extra pass, just more reasons why he's so dangerous in this offense.
Valentine kicks to Lopez. Dunn, wide open, he fires, nails the wide open jump shot.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Smith's shot is good. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Valentine with it. He had 16 points in the win against Orlando. Holiday, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Chicago on defense. Here's James, and that comes off the assist by Calderon.
Always with the great vision. Calderon still one of the best at finding the open man.
Tipped away. Holiday with it. Now Smith defending. Double team on Holiday. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. LeBron James again. James has got 6 points.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
To the inside, Lopez. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Here's LeBron, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Dunn dishes to Lopez. Valentine wide open. He fires. Cans it from downtown. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
Opens up opportunities for everyone, makes the offense its most dynamic.
Here's Dunn after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Double team on Holiday. And now Crowder running the floor all
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here's Valentine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Right wing, fires the 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And the dunk by James.
Doesn't let the contact affect the shot. Great focus by LeBron.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
But they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
And now a look at LeBron James here. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 10 assists and 9 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded by Calderon. Now, Cleveland moving it up. And James gets it to go on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Dunn. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Orlando.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
We've seen it before. LeBron gets into this kind of rhythm, and there's no slowing him down.
And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 10.
Well, whenever you watch the Bulls, you can't help but think back to their golden age. I remember those days. The 90 Bulls are arguably one of the best teams ever. Hard to argue with the greatness of those teams.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Smitty, you got to play against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the 90s. Just what was it like going up against them during their peak as a team?
A nightmare. The reason why you had 2 wing defenders in Jordan and Pippen who could guard the basketball. And then you had both those guys that were excellent on offense. And at the end of the game, they had the greatest closer of all time, in my opinion, in MJ.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 10th in rebounding, 19th in 3-point field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Now, here's Valentine. He has 6. And the Bulls with another miss. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got his first points of the game.
Anticipation and tenacity, 2 things that makes Kevin Love a terror on the offensive glass.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Poked away and stolen by Love. Here's Calderon, and it goes down 2 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bulls trail by 16. And Holiday kicks to Dunn to the middle. Markkanen can't get it to go.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
From the baseline, James, no good. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Drills it from outside.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of...
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Bulls have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Knocked loose. Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by James. And the dunk by James.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Bulls trail by 17. Outside Holiday. Here's Lopez. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
A blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And LeBron James, a 4-time MVP, one of 5 players, Smitty, ever to achieve that.
And last season became the first ever to total 27,000 points, 7,000 assists, and 7,000 rebounds. He's the greatest small forward ever to play this game, in my opinion.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, you get the sense that LeBron's passing and ball handling were innate. His shooting is something he's had to work at.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. David Nwaba comes in for Justin Holiday. Good on both. And for LeBron, at times, his three-point shot has abandoned him, Steve. Last season, getting that shot locked in was a focus.
Yeah, in the past, it's really been about LeBron James driving the basketball, playing bully ball, getting to the rim. As later in his career, as you know, the three-point shot from LeBron has gotten better and better and better.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
They double him with LeBron. Dunn passes to Lopez, and they get it, and it's good on the way in. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
Lopez knows his length is an asset to him on the offensive end, and he used it right there.
Bulls trail by 19. Crowder with the steal. Swiped it away. Here's Nwaba, covered by Smith. Here's Valentine, drains it from beyond the arc. Valentine's got 9 points.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
The putback, and Love with his second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Chicago calls timeout. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
But you have to give them credit for being aggressive. The problem is they play too much hero ball. You have to be willing to make the extra pass.
For the Cavaliers, Jeff Green is checked in for Crowder. Korver comes in for LeBron. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for J.R. Smith. The Bulls also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Paul Zipser comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Grant in for Dunn. It's tipped. Inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Wade. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And then Wade slams it in.
Wade in the open floor is a work of art, knows exactly how to fill those lanes.
And Chicago has possession. It's an 18-point game. Grant kicks to Zipser. The feed to Mirotic. Bulls moving the ball around. Grant with the ball. Now Green defending. And the Bulls, another three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Bulls trail by 15. Nwaba kicks to Mirotic. Off target from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pushing it up. Here's Nwaba. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Chicago.
And the mid-range game, probably the one area of note where they do not focus a large part of their offense, or at least maybe not as big of a focus as you'd like to see.
And the first one at the line is good. And we think about the Cavs' ability, Steve, to carve up defenses. Top 5 in free throw attempt differential last season.
A reason why is their attacking styles. It also shows their veteran savvy at the other end, not getting baited into cheap fouls.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The gravity of Kyle Korver drawing defenders and finding the open man.
Bulls trail by 16. There's the pass to Nwaba. Off target from outside. Korver dishes to Calderon. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Mirotic. Right wing. Here's Portis. The three-pointer is right on target. Portis has got 5.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Here's Mirotic. The Cavaliers making the shot. Just 5 to shoot. But teardrop falls in. Mirotic has got his first points of the night.
The defense has no answer for Mirotic. Such a gifted player, especially when he has the ball near the hoop.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Bulls trail by 17. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Portis kicks to Grant. Back to Portis. Rebounded by Korver. Outside, Green. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got assist number 7 for him tonight. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Grant the pass to Portis. Dives for it. Gets stolen by Calderon. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Green with the ball. Here's Love. And it's good for 2. He's got 8.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now the dish to Mirotic. Passed in Nwaba. Here's Zipser. Kicks it to Mirotic. Nailed from three-point land. Mirotic has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out.
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Bulls trail by 20. Here's Grant. Last time out he had 13 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Grant kicks to Mirotic. Offline with his 3. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Grant. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
Kyle Korver is out there with Green. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Steve, so let me ask you this. Do players consciously think about, I need a couple free throws, I need a couple of layups, I got to get a couple of shots per quarter? I mean, do they try to plot and plan an individual quarter like that and how they're going to score in different ways?
You're totally right, Kevin. The reason why is because as a two-guard back in the day, if I could get to that free throw line and put a foul on a guy that's guarding me, that loosens up his defensive mentality. He's not as aggressive. And then now I know when I get to the bonus, I can drive it, He's either going to let me go or I can create contact and get to that line. You want to score easy, and that's how most scorers do. They really score easy. We just kind of applaud them when they're knocking down threes and big shots.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. Passes to Zipser. Lets it go with a three. Mirotic's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Korver, good. Korver's got his first 2 points of the night.
Kyle Korver is dangerous in transition. He has a quick release.
Zipser, the pass to Nwaba. There's the double team with Korver. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Cavaliers, 4th.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Over in the corner, Green. Lets it go with a three. The Cavaliers keep it going, a new 24-second shot clock. Count that one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Grant. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside, Green. From deep. Again, the miss by Green.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
Here's Mirotic, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Mirotic has got 12.
Great to see Mirotic attacking down low, putting that 6'10 frame to use.
Korver, no luck. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Knocked away. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, there's the Bulls. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And for Chicago, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
A different look now for Cleveland. Crowder, he's checked in for Green. James comes in for Kyle Korver. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Lopez kicks to Valentine. Markkanen. It's good on the putback. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Down low, here's Lopez. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lopez has got his third bucket of the night. And Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue, even as a player known for his attention, Steve, to detail.
You know, he's had skills, but I think that's how he's made it, because he is one of those guys that's particular about the detail. He has a mind for the game and a passion for it. It continues to separate him now as a coach.
Cleveland leading by 23. For three, Smith. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 5.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
And here is Dunn. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Whether shooting a jump shot or heading to the rack, JR can be a tough matchup in transition.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Here's the screen. Lopez inside. It's up against Thompson. Here's James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Dunn. Averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
I mean, high-level feel for the game allows him to gamble with a purpose. Does he get burned once in a while? Sure, but not as often as he guesses right.
Free throw good, LeBron. Now the Bulls have had one of the largest and strongest fan bases in the NBA for years, having the Jordan-era Bulls helped, but they have always been a beloved team in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, you see the devotion from their fans at their games, and the numbers back it up. They've had the best fan attendance every year since 2010, and they've been in the top 5 since as long as I can remember, and that's long.
Now, here's Dunn. Outside Holiday. Markkanen sets the pick for Holiday. Here's Valentine. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Well, he was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
And you look back for J.R. Smith, Steve, over the years, some questionable choices. His reputation took a hit, but do you feel he's turned over a new chapter in his life?
Yeah, I do. I mean, spending time with LeBron James has definitely had him matured. Everybody looked at him as a prankster, not just on the court, but off the court. He's doing a better job. I'm happy to see him maturing.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
That one is no good.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
A shot by Crowder, no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now, here's Lopez. He had 10 points in the win against Orlando.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them. Robin Lopez, a player who does more for a team than what shows up on the stat sheet. Very effective inside with his ability to contest and fight for rebounds. A tough defender that doesn't need many touches to play his role.
Shooting 1.
And as tough as Robin Lopez is on opponents, he might be even tougher on mascots. Steve, he has a long-standing feud with mascots since he entered the NBA.
Yeah, I've seen him beat, trip, smack, and all-out abuse mascots around this league. He does it all in good and in fun way, and fans love him for it. Everyone has to have their thing, and his is fighting guys in animal suits.
And that one is off. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. James. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
The power of LeBron. Even if you tried to give the hard foul, he'll go right through you.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, LeBron. And Greg, wouldn't you agree, Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending?
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Now done, poked away, and stolen by James. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Chris Dunn did not like that.
You know, it's amazing to watch up close. LeBron, he's just a next-level athlete.
Into the Bulls, shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Double team on Holiday, and there's the call on James. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Done with it. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for James.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing, and I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Frye with the ball. Lopez is there. No good from Frye. The Bulls shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Holiday with it. Now Smith defending. And Holiday kicks to Dunn. Lopez left side. He dishes it to Holiday. That misses off the backboard. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the dunk by James.
You know, he has speed, power, skill. LeBron fearsome attacking the rim.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Dunn. They double him with James. Dishes it to Valentine. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. The drive by LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
The quick first step of James, along with his power, that's the difference on the drive.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now, here's Valentine. 9 points in the game so far. Here's the screen. Done with it. Now guarded by Crowder. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. And again, Chicago. No good. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster. Those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days. Those were tough.
Those were extremely tough.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, the NBA has taken great strides to ensure a competitive balance, Steve, over the past decades, but they have a long way to go to achieve complete parity. I don't know that it can ever be done. How do you feel about the current competitive balance of the league right now?
I think it's good, but Kevin, you're totally right. You can't get complete parity. You're going to have injuries, and I think when you have injuries, it changes the whole dynamic of these teams. So far, so good for me. I think it's a lot of balance. Good teams are good for a while, and then it always shifts and changes. I think we're in good hands right now.
Holiday goes in and stolen by Fry. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
And here are the Bulls now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Poke loose. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And LeBron throws it down.
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
The Bulls shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. In the corner, Valentine with it. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Now, here's Dunn. He feeds it to Holiday. He kicks it to Valentine. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Valentine's got 11 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith's got his third rebound tonight.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's LeBron. He drains the quick shot. LeBron's got 45 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Chris Dunn did not like that.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Dunn. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
Calderon for three, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Holiday kicks to Dunn. Misses the 3. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. That's a 2 from Crowder, and again it's Cleveland. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Dunn with it, now guarded by Crowder. Feeds it to Valentine. And Crowder comes up to help.
Jump on, pull it. You two players.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here's Portis. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. And Mirotic kicks to Portis. Fires for 3. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Chicago.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
And so it's Cleveland, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 7 big steals, and 1 rebound. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
well, LeBron is getting mentioned, greatest player of all time. The discussion is becoming more real. Some of it will come down to longevity, the stats that he breaks, the amount of rings that he wins. I played alongside one of the greats in Hakeem Olajuwon. There aren't many guys that I would rather play with, but LeBron might be one of them.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Then there's Valentine. Then there's Dunn. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
And for the Bulls, some felt they didn't get enough back in return for Jimmy Butler from Minnesota. Smitty, what's your take on that?
Well, the Bulls got younger. They got some shooting, which they really needed. Ask me in a few years after we see how these young fellas develop.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here's Valentine. There's the feed to Markkanen. Offensive rebound. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Lopez has got 13.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Over to the wing. Here's Dunn. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Calderon with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Calderon, no good. The Bulls shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now here's Valentine. D right on him. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Crowder. And the shot no good, a bit short. Takes a 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Now here's Valentine. James covering. Left side, Love. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Holiday. Excellent defense there from Smith. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And Love gets it to go.
The ultimate stretch 4. Love with tremendous range.
Love's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Markkanen in the corner. Takes the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Lopez dishes to Dunn. They double him with James. And stolen by LeBron. For the finish. And the dunk by LeBron.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
All alone and finished off by LeBron.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Here's Dunn. The Cavaliers making the shot. And stolen by James. The finish, and LeBron throws it down.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Now here's Valentine. 11 points in the game. No one covering. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
James misses. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Basket counts.
Usually on the finishing end of plays, JR this time playing the role of facilitator.
Lopez, a screen on Calderon. It's tipped. Here's Valentine. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for 2. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Steve, a lot of great guards out there in the NBA. Many of them will drag you down to the block. Which guards would you least like to go up against in the post?
I would say Dwayne Wade, because I've got a chance to play against him in the post.
Yeah.
Some of the guys now you look at, Sean Livingston, Devin Booker is a sneak peek for me. They say he's a shooter, but you got to watch him down the low post. DeMar DeRozan can make a living down there. Those are the guys that stand out for me right now, Kevin.
Tough guys, tough players, you're right.
And for Cleveland, repeat or no repeat, just having that first title still resonates. A city no longer defined by sports futility.
Holiday with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Crowder goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call. And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing, also some toughness and depth.
2.
Free throw good, Crowder.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it.
he's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
Chicago making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. The Bulls shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. To the inside, it's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Fourth, Lauri Markkanen.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
David Nwaba is checked in for Robin Lopez. Picked off in midair. Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded closely. They get a hand on it, and so here's Cleveland. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Well, Tristan Thompson, the only player I've heard of to switch his shooting hand for free throws midway through his career. He's basically ambidextrous, so why not give it a try?
First trip to the line for him here. And he can't get the first one. And Tristan Thompson remains a relatively poor shooter, free throws and otherwise. He's tried to add a 15-footer, Smitty, but I don't know if that's in the cards.
And I think he's probably better off just staying around the rim. The kind of rebounder he is, sometimes you just have to play to your strengths.
And the second free throw, good.
One thing about Thompson, he's made improvements to his body and his game each and every year.
Grant kicks to Holiday. Mirotic has a wide open look. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Wade. It's good from about 19 feet. Wade's got his second bucket tonight.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Grant against Wade. Grant the pass to Holiday. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And the number of ways in which Mirotic scores, inside, outside, in between, on the drive, you name it.
They get it again. Thompson. They shoot again. Can't capitalize inside.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now, here is Mirotic. 17 points in the game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Here's Nwaba. Unable to get that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. A pull-up. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 11 points for Tristan Thompson.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Holiday with it. Out-guarded by Crowder. And it's Nwaba missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The finish. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Love. 14 points for Jay Crowder.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
And Holiday kicks to Grant. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Cavaliers shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Thompson with the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And Chicago shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now, here's Grant. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Mirotic with a well-rounded offensive game. You can't sleep on him.
Love dishes to Thompson. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Mirotic sets the screen for Holiday. Grant the pass to Mirotic. From outside, off the mark.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
The Bulls shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Outside Holiday. Good work defensively by Crowder.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
A good look from Holiday. Nice shot from the wing. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, Cleveland shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And Love throws it down.
Give Love an opening like that, he'll recognize it quickly.
The pass to Mirotic. There's the dish to Holiday. And Mirotic kicks to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. 6 points for Wade.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Crowder against Holiday. And it's Wade penetrating. And then Wade slams it in.
A fluid ball handler at the off-guard position. Wade can carve you up.
Grant against Wade. Grant kicks to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Now, here is Mirotic. He's tightly guarded. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The long arm of Thompson snatches the ball, kickstarts the fast break.
1:02 left to play in the third. Over to the left wing. Nwaba connects from three-point range.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
And Thompson throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Osman off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago making a switch here. Zipser's checked in. Out left to the wing. Here's Nwaba. No good on the triple. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
That's Kyle's bread and butter. He's a big-time outside threat.
To the left wing. Pass to Mirotic. And it's Grant in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. We come back right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Green, Channing Frye out there with Zizic. Then there's Kyle Korver.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Felicio, and he makes good on the layup.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Well, Cleveland shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. And it's Grant in the corner. It's Chicago with another bucket. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Goes up the baseline, and the shot is long. And for the Bulls, they're shooting about 42% so far. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it. Great individual play.
And here are the Bulls now. Chalk up 2 there. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Green, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Shoots from the right block. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Zipser. Kicks to Pondexter. They double him with Green. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Grant kicks to Felicio. That shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way to the left side wing. Second shot opportunity, and there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Back to Grant. They set the pick. And with the business of basketball booming, most players are afforded a pretty lavish lifestyle.
Oh,
okay.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
The Bulls shooting about 42% so far. Grant the pass to Felicio. They double him with Green. Back to Grant from downtown. And again, no good by Chicago. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. They get it back. And a missed layup. To the middle. Here's Felicio. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. There's the pick. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Korver lays it in without an inch of room around him.
So dangerous on the perimeter. We got a chance to see Kyle Korver convert inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's hauled in by Fry.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. The shot's good from Zizic.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Chicago. Here's Pondexter out to the wing. Here's Felicio, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. And Steve, you are known for ball handling at 6'7". It seems like we're seeing more and more big players with that kind of skills. Antetokounmpo, Ben Simmons in Philadelphia as he begins to come back in his rehab. Of course, LeBron James. Why do you think that's the case? The taller guys handling the ball and with great success.
Mind the lanes.
You know, Kevin, I think it's because now guys are not in the box. I don't think you have positions. It's positionless basketball, and guys want to be able to dribble the basketball, shoot the basketball, and they work on their game. I know kind of in my era, the big guys just stay in the paint, the guards handled the basketball, and then kind of the 2 and the 3 were the only guys that did a lot of different things. But I think right now, guys are learning the game from such a young age to be able to do it all, and that's the reason why we're seeing more triple-doubles.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Grant kicks to Zipser. Passes it to Pondexter. They double him with Green. Shoots a 3. And it's Zizic with the rebound. The Cavaliers shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Shots good by Green.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Shoots from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Felicio's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Green. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Valentine dishes to Pondexter. Well, last season there seemed to be a disjoint between the Bulls players and the coaching staff in the front office. Made for a lot of off-the-court distraction, it seemed like, Smitty, and took the wind out of their sails.
You're right. There were a lot of rumors and accusations going around as to why there was a rift. I can tell you this, when things are that sour, it is hard to focus on basketball. Hopefully the Bulls can put that behind them.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. Well, Steve, it's something that everyone has a different opinion on. How do you feel about the current amount of years a player has to play in college before they enter the NBA draft?
Well, Kevin, I look at it this way. I like the notion that people have been throwing around that you're able to come out of high school and go to NBA. But if you choose to go to college, you must play 2 years. So I'm leaning toward and researching and looking at that. I think I'm on board with that because there are some guys should have the opportunity straight out of high school, and there are some guys I think need college. So I think if they can balance that out, and I think that's the way I would be leaning.
I like that perspective. Here's Fry, and Fry slams it in.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
And here is Grant. Here's Zipser. No good with the triple. Here's Fry, and stolen by Valentine. Grant outside. There's the pass to Zipser. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down. And Channing Frye may be the best floor spacer in the league at the center position. His release is quick, and he's got that nice high release. Makes it very tough to close out in time.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw, good from Frye. And Steve, when you look at Channing Frye, how would you defend him?
You know, a lot of teams like to go small on him, and sometimes that doesn't work. He still can post up. He can shoot over smaller guys, and he does have a little post game to punish them inside.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lopez comes in for Felicio, and Bobby Portis subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. And both free throws good for Frye. You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia, and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think obviously you want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Valentine kicks to Grant. Down low, here's Lopez. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Thompson. Some solid defense from Grant. And Chicago shooting 40% from the field. Lopez left side. Over Frye. And again, Chicago. No good. The Cavaliers shooting extremely well here late around.
Oh, no, he didn't.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Grant kicks to Lopez. There's the screen. Dishes it to Grant, looking to end the run. The shot will not fall. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Bulls shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Portis can't get it to go.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocked loose. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Green.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
It's a beautiful jam.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And the shot goes in.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
And guys, there's a lot to like here defensively. That shot almost ends up in the stands.
And he was not quite in position to block the shot, but the result is all the same.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've gotten to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
Here's Frye, and Frye slams it in.
A good setup by Calderon. He has that pure point guard mentality.
With the pass. So it's Chicago now. Grant outside. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Here's Valentine. Wide open shot is on the money.
Sometimes you get tunnel vision being that close inside, but he saw the entire court and threw it out to an open teammate.
It's good.
The length and athleticism of Fry showing up inside.
And Chicago shooting not great, 40% for the game. Grant kicks to Portis. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
And the first one drops. Well, every so often a team will have a home game and see their stadium flooded with fans for the away team. Happens when a especially good, popular team is playing a team kind of in a bad part of their schedule, or maybe just in a bad part of their development. Smitty, do players notice when this happens, and does it bother them at all?
Yeah, players notice it. It does bother you. It happened to me when in the Chicago Bulls era. You hear people cheering more for Michael Jordan than their own players. It's because people love to see winners. People have their favorite players, and a lot of people right now look at it as they want to come see their favorite player. As a player, you just got to go out, beat Michael Jordan, go out and win, and usually the fans will turn into your favorite.
They get the rebound, and Thompson gets it to go.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
46 seconds left in the game. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And Chicago also making a switch. Felicio's checked in for Robin Lopez. Timeout called, Cleveland. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grant against Calderon. Here's Felicio, and Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
But they'll get another chance. Grant outside. Here's the floater, and they're able to recover. 6 on the shot clock. Felicio, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Osman takes it up with both hands and rips it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time